And I'm up bright and early on the last day of September. Because I still have, well, everything I wanted to get done in September that has not gotten done at all. So now, yep, I have to enter the menu twice. Okay, so we did this one, which is, oh, we can't really tell, can we? I think the contract said it was just over 1 hectare, and I mean, it won't be a contract now. But I know I was a little surprised at how small it was because I was thinking it was bigger, but I'm pretty sure the field is, I don't even know, maybe you can see on the field? No. Okay, so I, it's not like I minded that, but it did take half the month and I hadn't even had to slow down the thing. So I think these might be bigger than I want. So that would definitely be bigger. These would also be a bit bigger. So I could go for the tiny ones. Um, oh, I was like, that cannot be 1 hectare, but yeah, it has. I'm gonna see how this. Let's look at that again. What? Okay, so mostly to the southeast. Because I mean, that actually has quite a bit of extra space for either meadow grass or placeables or whatnot. How much did that cost? 70? And that also extends more, so it's not a hectare. It's also some, I could get to like 3 fields. Yeah, I could get these 3 fields. Or, yeah, maybe that one. That's also a tiny one, but let's see what the grass is like south of that. And it has my favorite spot on the map right below it. So I think this is it. I get 1, 2, and 5. So I didn't really look at the fields. Let's see. 2 is ready. Yeah, we're not doing another one. So maybe we work on 1, we get 1 and 5, we work on those, and maybe 2 will be done by the thing. It's actually, that's what we'll do, but we won't worry about it if it's not. We can always plow it under. It was a thing in 22 where the first year the farmers were very lazy and there was a lot of withered crops. But after that, they actually worked on their farms more. So we're going to get 1, 2, and 5. We're going to get a loan for the 200,000, which is actually more than we need. Maybe we don't even go for that much. So let's say 140 for that. Yeah, it's still going for 200,000. It will be a little more than we need, but yep, here we go. There we go. $200,000 loan. We're gonna buy that. We're gonna buy that, and we're gonna wait on 2 until we're done with 1 and 5. But it will most likely be bought just like that. But that is not what it meant. I'm turning it back down. Maybe 15 was just more than I should do for my first game. So let's do 10. Okay, so let's see if anything new came in the things. That is not, I wouldn't have minded that, but it's still like way more than, I guess it's only like twice as much as the other ones. Maybe if it had been 50% off. It's basically brand new though. Look at my things. So the other one, when I was planning on, is 60,000. Yeah, so that's more than twice of what I'm planning on spending on the baler. So what I really need though is some way of cultivation. That my things, so there's 3 and 4 meter. And if weeds are exactly the same as they were last game, it wouldn't matter because the hoe could take care of pretty much everything even the next day. Okay, so why is the 4 meter one so much cheaper than the 3 meter one? Okay, so there is that for 95. It does have a long tongue though, so there is that where this, maybe that's why this is probably easier to work with. Let's see, and then we have a 3 meter for 9,000. And that actually looks like it would be pretty easy to work with. That is, oh, you can even put ridge markers on? I didn't realize that. Oh, how much were the ridge markers? 2,500. Oh, and you can change those. Let's see. I think I like those options. It's more than the other ones. And it is at my thing, okay, and this, I mean, these would, because I would be doing root crops, I'm not too worried about the plowing state, but it is a thing. Okay, so 2 meters is the biggest one that I would be able to do, but they are tiny fields, so that wouldn't be the worst. I mean, it suits perfectly for grape and olive farming. And I think, yeah, that is expensive and needs more power. So I think we go for this. I don't really care about the plow state, but it's 10,000 and it would help. That one's a little bit bigger, but a little more power is needed. So we're going to buy this. And I guess if we ever get into grape or olives, we'll have a thing for it. Okay, and we're going to keep it at 5, I guess. I do want to get... Okay, wait, I'm saving this. So I do want to put a front loader on this now. so that when I get to, well, multiple things are going to need a front loader. Grass work for bales, and the vegetables will be in boxes. So we're going to, well, we'll repair it and then customize. Oh, I thought one of them was called, let's turn it off. But let's see, I thought John Deere has its own. Is it just not on this tractor? Let's look at a different Deere that can get a front loader. Oh, there we go. Okay, that one you just didn't have a choice. So yeah, so let's look at front loaders. So quickie for 80, quickie for 120, power for 120. I mean, I'm basically 120 horsepower tractor, so it doesn't matter. They're the same price. Okay, so let's try Hauer. And I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not. You know, we might not be able to get the front loader. Oh, I didn't actually buy the front loader, did I? I just added the option to have one. We definitely don't need it now, but I want to see, okay, I can put it on things, so I want to just make sure that it's a little, but I'm pretty sure if I went for the smaller one, it wouldn't have reached the ground at all. So okay, we're gonna put this over here. It can have its own parking spot. Oh, so maybe I shouldn't have done it with the weight attached. So let's put that back on, and then we'll bring it up and drop the weight, and then we can. There we go. So now let's get the plow thing and go do our new fields. Yeah, we also are going to have stones. And even if we wanted to buy a way of dealing with it, I think they only have the thing that you need. I am very close to 120 horsepower. I might be able to pull that. I know I can pull the baler I was looking at, and that's also says 120 horsepower. Yeah, I was just looking to see how this would look before going on to this, and And just this last, like, half of the line headland all the way around. And we will be done with our first field. Okay, there we go. Field 5 has been, what is this called? Can't look at there. That's right, because I can't. I really miss the used vehicles in the shop screen. What was this, a subsoil? Yeah. So my first field has been subsoiled. Okay, I can't get across the. Well, I mean, I can hop it, but I. Oh, so there is an angle that it will continue on. And that's good to know. Like that angle is apparently not one it will just continue on. Okay, I just have to go around this once more and I will be done with this field. And then I can go get the fertilizer spreader, I guess. Okay, so I won't have to fertilize 1 or 2 when I want to. But I do want to fertilize 5. Let's see, how wide is 5? Let's see, 1084. Oh, let me point at 180 to 1125. So one width, 25 and 16 to 41, pretty much exactly one width, which is, let's see, that was 1084, right? So let's get to 1105. That should be the center of the field. Okay, and I want to go over that, but we can pull it down to that and just go grab that corner. In fact, we can probably do that, not even have to drive on it. There we go. And I won't need this until I want to fertilize this field again, so we can drop this off. Here, and then we can go get the seeder and seed. I did buy fertilizer. I knew I wouldn't need more than what I had, but it gives me that little bit extra for not having to go back to the stores if I do a fertilizing contract. But I'm gonna go grab the seeder and buy some seeds. And I'll probably get the extension tank that I have too, which means I should leave the weight up here. Well, I'm just about done with putting grass on this field being 5. I filled up the seeder and the tank with seed. I knew I wouldn't need hardly any of it, but I won't have to worry about buying seed for a long while. Unless I do a lot of seeding contracts, I guess. And I am going to go across the bottom because I think there's a little bit I missed there. But now, before I go and do the field 1, I'm going to fertilize this because I don't need to fertilize the other fields, and then that will be all done. I won't have to come back here because I'm going to have to seed 1 and then I'm going to buy 2 and work that. So we can actually, where do we put the weight over there too. So let's just put this. over here. And then we're going to get the weight so we don't lose it or hit it and knock it over and have to reset it. Let's do this. Yep, that's what I thought I had. Nope, that's the wrong button. This one. Now I did notice it a bit when I was doing the red beats, but it does seem like the lines do fade out if you've been on them. I don't know if it fades out as soon as you've locked onto them, or if you have to wait till you've been on it for a little while. I didn't really notice it when I was doing the contract, the hoe and fertilizing contracts that I did. But I know it was kind of hard to really use with the beet harvester, but that's just because it was so narrow that I was also locking on to the wrong lines a few times on accident. Not that I wouldn't know which lines I haven't been on with the cedar. The texture is definitely different enough. But it's still a nice touch. Okay, so that's 2 fields. And as expected, there is no work done on 2. But that's all the time I was giving whatever farmer owns it. I don't think you can tell unless there's a contract for it. Which there is not. So, but we're going to buy this. Now we have to plow under the red beets and get that seeded with grass. See, I think I left the plows or the subsoilers over here. Okay, so now we just need to go around the very outside and we will be done with our subsoiling for quite a while. Okay, now we can get this seeded with some grass, and we'll be done with our fields. And just have to get over to the other side, and we will have 3 grass fields. Oh, yeah, I have to go across the bottom. I thought I already did that part. Okay, let's just make sure. Yep, all of it is growing, and we have missed a little bit of the fertilization there, but whatever. So we're done with what we needed to get done this month, which is good because it's starting to get dark on the last day of the month. Okay, we're gonna put this over near the subsoiler that we put here. Maybe I want it. Yeah. There we go. And I'm going to go get fuel and then go visit Grandpa Walter. Because obviously I'm still living there.